Hey mamas, Katricia here from Moms Freakin Rock, coming on here real quick to tell you why you could possibly be experiencing a dip in your milk supply. Number one, you are not eating enough, okay? You're not eating enough. You're not drinking enough. You're not staying hydrated. That was my own experience with my very first postpartum go round. I was not eating enough at all. I was tunnel vision focused on my child, her needs, the whole nine, and I was not concentrating on myself like as much as I should have been. And then I noticed okay, I started putting two and two together. When I did not eat, my milk was real low. When I did have full meals and when I was staying hydrated, I had an abundance of milk. There was no problem. So it came down to me forgetting to eat at times, or maybe not having an appetite. And I speak to a lot of moms about this. A lot of times they literally forget to eat because they're doing so much for the child, or they're trying to get some sleep, or whatever the case is, or they don't have an appetite, or they're having some type of food aversion. They don't want to eat solids or whatever. But if you don't want to eat solids and you're having those problems, my suggestion would be to drink your calories at least. If you want to do some type of protein shake, if you want to make smoothies and just load it with veggies and fruit and different type of seeds that help boost milk supply. I believe fennel seeds help with that. You can use chai and hemp seeds and flax seeds and all those type of things if your doctor says that that's fine for you, just to get some extra nutrition in. But you have to eat and you have to stay hydrated. Drink lots of water if you can. Drink coconut water if you can. I personally don't like the taste of coconut water, so I get it in the Body Armor drinks. And I don't know if y'all heard of the Body Armor drinks, but I'll put a picture in the video. But those are some of my favorite drinks. They have many flavors. You can find them at pretty much any local grocery store. That drink has coconut water in it, as well as other vitamins for you. So I would suggest those. They're pretty reasonable in price, and they taste really, really good. So I would suggest getting those. But like I said, I can't stress it enough. You have to eat. You have to stay hydrated if you want to go along on this breastfeeding journey. That is going to be your best friend. Now, on the flip side of all that, too much sugar could be the reason why you are experiencing a milk supply dip, okay? Everybody who knows me knows I love sugar and treats. I'm trying to stay away from them as much as I possibly can because y'all know that I am on my health journey, okay? For those of you who know. But in the first few months of my the first few months of my postpartum journey with both my girls, I would have crazy sugar cravings all the time. And when I noticed that when I would start eating too much sugar, that my milk supply would dip. So if you're eating too much sugar, you might want to monitor it. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, number 3. I also noticed a crazy dip in my supply when I was sick. When I had the cold or I had the flu. And I don't know if taking cold meds was one of the reasons why the milk supply dipped. But that could probably play into it as well. Anytime that I was sick, my milk supply always tanked. It was never a time that it would stay the same or that I would have more of it. It always tanked. So just in case, my suggestion would be to pump before you get sick. I know you don't know when you'll get sick, but when you're feeling well, pump as often as you can so that your freezer is at least stocked. That way, when you're feeling sick and you want to relax and lay down and your milk possibly is not coming in how you think it would, you'll still have some milk to feed your child, especially if you do not want to use formula. Okay, last but not least, I know there's plenty more, but this is the only thing that I've experienced and that I've heard lots of moms experience. When you are stressed and when you are fatigued, that can be from work, that can be from home environment, that can be from whatever the case is, any reason why you are stressed out. I'm talking about stressed out. Your milk supply can tank. So make sure that the environments you are in are right. Make sure that you have people around you who love you and who want to take care of you and who contributes to making your environment better, because I've heard of plenty of people whose spouses or their partners or whatever has been stressing them out about whatever, or they're stressed about stuff with, you know, becoming a new mom, and like, or their job is stressing them out and the bills are stressing them out or whatever, and they take so much on, that literally will make your milk supply, it can make it dry up, to be completely honest. It can make it dry up. So you want to make sure that you are taking the best care of yourself in whatever area that you need to. Okay, that is my advice to y'all. Blessings on y'all's milk journeys, on y'all's breastfeeding journeys and nursing journeys and bonding with your babies. I will be having another video on here on some tips on how to increase your milk supply. And of course, the number one thing I'm going to talk about is eat and stay hydrated. Okay, love y'all. Be blessed. Bye.